The Lakers season finally comes to its conclusion as the Lakers have been swept out of the Western Conference Finals by the Denver Nuggets. It was a hard-fought series by the Lakers, but at the end of the day, the Nuggets just outmatched them. Jokic got to prove on the national stage why he was a two-time MVP, as he dominated almost every defensive coverage thrown at him, which led to him winning his first Western Conference Finals MVP. I think getting swept is a disappointment, but if you went back to February and told Lakers fans that they would make it to the conference finals, they would call you crazy. After starting the season 2-10 and making some mid-season roster changes, they would go 41-29 over the rest of their regular season and lock themselves into the 7th seed. I'd consider that a successful season. The problem with this scenario is that this core isn't necessarily young. Battling into the playoffs sounds nice if you have a young and improving squad, but the centerpiece of this team is one LeBron James, who just completed his 20th season in the NBA and will be 39 at the start of next season, and now is reconsidering his future in the NBA.
But I don't know. I got a lot to think about, to be honest. And just for me personally, going forward with the game of basketball, got a lot to think about.
This is the first time that LeBron has publicly alluded to potentially walking away from the game, and it puts the Lakers in a little bit of a complex position moving forward. LeBron isn't a stranger to cryptic messaging. It may be the truth that he may want to hang it up. It also could be a play by LeBron to get the Lakers to go all in this summer on building a championship contending roster around what could be LeBron's last season. The issue presented now for the Lakers front office is, do you continue to build around a 39-year-old LeBron James if he's thinking about retiring? How much of the future are you willing to sacrifice? The Lakers have a lot of decisions to make this offseason, but today we're going to look at the 3 most important things that the Lakers need to do this summer. Priority number 1 is paying Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves has been a productive player in his time in Los Angeles, but he has really burst onto the scene after this past All-Star break. He averaged 17.6 points per game, 5.5 assists, and 3 rebounds while shooting 58% from the field, 44% from 3, and about 86% from the free throw line, which is a 73.4 true shooting percentage. He also became a full-time starter during the final 10 games of the season, a crucial stretch for the Lakers as they won 8 of those 10 games, allowing them to comfortably lock down the 7th seed. Austin would then go on to start all 16 playoff games, where he had 7 20-point games. At times, he was looking like the second best player on the floor for the Lakers. Austin is a restricted free agent this summer, which means that the Lakers can match any offer that's come in from any of the other 29 NBA teams within a 48-hour window of the contract being offered. The most that the Lakers can offer Austin is 4 years for $50.8 million, but other teams could offer him a larger contract due to the Gilbert Arenas provision. A potential $98 million deal for Austin Reeves would look like this. This is called the poison pill, which is a very rare circumstantial contract for players who have only played 2 years in the NBA and are not on standard NBA rookie deals. The first 2 years have a restricted limit of annual salary, while the second 2 years, they can get paid the maximum amount. This could be tricky for the Lakers as it could mess with their cap space down the line, but it's a must for the Lakers to sign Austin if he receives an offer over $50 million, which he likely will. Also, the odds of LeBron still being a Laker on Austin Reeves' 3rd year of his deal is pretty unlikely. The second most important thing the Lakers need to do is that they need to retain Rui Hachimura. One of the easiest things any team can do as far as building the foundation for your team is retaining in-house talent. Rui was excellent in the playoffs this year for the Lakers, averaging 12 points and just shy of 4 boards on about 24 minutes a game, while shooting really efficiently from the field, 56% from the field, 49% from 3, and 88% from the free throw line. Rui was acquired in January in a low-risk trade with the Wizards as they moved Kendrick Nunn and 3 second-round picks to Washington to acquire Hachimura. The Lakers were starved for wing depth at the time, and he provided solid rotation minutes for them. Rui is certainly not perfect. He's a low-volume three-point shooter, but in theory, he should be a good fit in between LeBron and AD at the 4 spot if the Lakers can keep him. Hachimura is also a restricted free agent this summer, meaning that the Lakers can match any offer he gets within 48 hours of him receiving that contract offer. I have a hard time seeing any team giving him more than $10 million annually, So I think maybe like 3 years for $30 million would be a good ballpark deal for Rui and the Lakers. The third and final thing that the Lakers need to prioritize this offseason is fit over namesake. The Lakers are always linked to the biggest names regardless of the fit or if the player is even attainable. All year long, every year, especially in the offseason, we see every single Lakers Photoshop known to man. It's been unreal the last decade with the boom of social media, with all the Photoshops we've seen. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's actually kind of ridiculous. But over the last couple seasons, the Lakers have learned that firsthand this is not the way to go after the disaster that was the Russell Westbrook trade. That pairing was doomed from the start because they just did not fit together, and it took way too long to move on from Russell Westbrook because of his contract at the time. The Lakers need to prioritize acquiring shooters to fit around the core of Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and hopefully Austin Reeves. The three-point shooting of this team is truly what held them back from advancing any further than the conference finals. As a team, the Lakers shot 33.5% from three while only shooting 30.3 attempts per game, which are both some of the worst marks in the playoffs this year. The Lakers will be active participants in free agency this year, as they only have 4 guaranteed contracts on the team to start this summer, being LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt, and Max Christie. The Lakers also own their first-round pick at 17 and their own second-round pick at 47, so they will be able to build some depth through the draft this summer. The Lakers could also use a full-time starting point guard, but the pickings are slim this year. Kyrie Irving has been linked to the Lakers all season long, and he's going to be linked to the Lakers all summer long as well, and it very well could happen, but then you sacrifice the depth that this team really needs. The only other starter caliber point guards that are left on the market besides Kyrie are Fred VanVleet, D'Angelo Russell, Patrick Beverley, and Russell Westbrook, and the Lakers have already had 3 of those guys. So unless they find their guy with the 17th pick in the draft, they may want to steer clear of the point guards in free agency. Once the Lakers use up their traditional cap space, they will have their biannual exception, which will allow them to offer someone $4.5 million per year for a maximum of 2 years. They also will have their mid-level exception, which can change depending on their luxury tax situation, but as of now, they can offer up to $12 million per year with a max contract length of 4 years. The 2023 NBA offseason will be mighty interesting. Obviously, we still have the NBA Finals next week. There's going to be a lot of changes happening this offseason, and we're going to talk about it all right here on this channel. So if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe to the channel so you guys can get notified whenever a new posts go live. Let me know in the comments down below who y'all think is going to be winning the finals this year.